the first tutorial series on Element 3D. This is Andre Whitmore with Sad Pro Productions, and we're going to get this thing started. So first thing you want to do is for your 3D text is make a new composition, and 1440. Let's go with NTSC D1 widescreen. Okay, so it gives you the dimensions of the width 720, height 486. Let's do frames per second. Let's do 23.976 frames per second. That's all fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, hit OK. All right, now what you want to do to get your Element 3D text started is to hit Layer, New, Solid. Okay, we're going to name this Element. Okay, and hit OK. All right, and then what we want to do is that we want to create our text. So let's see what to write. Let's bring this down. Let's bring, say, S-A, check that out, S-A-D, or whatever you want to put, and hit a space in there, and Pro. Okay. So there we go. There's our text. We're almost done already. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure you click on a layer of SAD Pro, and then you want to go up to Layer, Auto Trace. And those are all good. Okay. So as you see, it traces the actual text here to get it ready for Element 3D. So you're able to extrude your text and turn it into full 3D text. So the next step is go into your element layer, and you're going to go to Effect, Video Copilot Element. Okay. So as your when your element shows up, we're going to go ahead and go to the Custom Layers tab and scroll down, and right here you can see custom text and mask or custom texture maps. That's just for something else, but what we're going to do is that we're going to hit the custom text and mask, and then path 1 is basically what you're telling element that you want element to see is the we want to see the auto trace version of the SAD Pro. So at that point you can go ahead and close all that, and then what we can do, we can take off SAD Pro and then take off the auto trace feature and go into element. Okay, now once element opens up, you're gonna see how easy this thing is. So we got element up, and then there's this little button up here. It's called extrude, and what it's going to do, it's going to go to the targeted layer that you told element that it needs to extrude. So we're gonna click on extrude, and look at that. You got your full 3D text right here. And I don't know, I mean, you may have pro shaders, you might not have pro shaders, you might have your own textures, whatever the case may be, but you can go into presets, and there's already a bunch of textures here that you can pretty much use. You can use the chrome, turn it into a full chrome 3D object, 2-color object. If you have the pro shaders, you can go into like your fabrics, your concrete. I mean, if you want to go straight military style, bam! Look at that. That's hot. That is hot. So what I'm gonna do, maybe drop down to the metals, and then I'm gonna go into possibly black steel. It looks alright. It's pretty dark, but it still looks okay. You know what? No, let's go into the translucence. So we go to the translucent textures, and then we can go into maybe see broken glass. Let's see how that looks. Now that looks great. That looks great. Okay, so what we can do there is that, since we have our 3D text, you press OK. So it's going to come up like this. And to move it back, what you want to do is that you want to create a camera. So we're going to go to Layer, New, and then we're going to go to New Camera. And let me see, I shot this. Let me see, let's go to maybe 35 millimeter. Depth of field, we'll take that off for now. And we'll hit OK. So now you have full control over, just with your camera on how to move it, back or forward. You can set it up so that it's like, right there. That looks good. And so, inside here, you'll find inside your element, you'll find your rotation values through the world transform if you have more than, one different, if you have more than one thing in there. So right now, that's only going to be in group one. So say, for instance, we want to go back into element just for instance here. And let me see, I got a few models in here. Let's go to, let's see, primitives, my models. Let me see. We can go into maybe the motion design pack. This one's always cool because then I can go in here and go to liquids, and then I can hit 1, 2, and 3. And then what you want to do is that you want to take liquid 1 and put that on 2, take off 1. Liquid 2, we're going to put that on 3 and take off 1. And then the last one we're going to put on 4 and put 1. So you got your text, and you got 4, 3, 2. Alright, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's just basically telling Element that you're going to set each and every one of those into a different group so that you're able to control them separately. So when that's done, you're going to go ahead and press OK. So now we'll just have all these right here. So you got, group 2. You can take group 2 and possibly maybe bring it up a little bit. Boom. And then let's go to group 3, which is the other water splash. And then maybe move that to the side like that. And go down to group 4, and we'll do the same thing, but we'll move it to the other side over here, just like this. Okay. So, and that's just if you want to, mix in different things and stuff like that. Now, to control everything, instead of it moving separately, you want to, you definitely want to go down to your the world transform, and go down to your rotation settings. So you got the world rotation, and so you can rotate your image on the Y back and forward, maybe sit on the side. You can bring it on the side this way, maybe swing it back the other way, and then there you go. You can animate them. Say, for instance, you want to throw a little animation on there. You can go from here to, let's say, 15 seconds, and then we'll rotate it like this, maybe like that, and like this, and just tossing in some random values. And then about time it reaches, say, around 22 seconds, I drop everything down back to 0. And then let's go ahead and get a RAM preview of the text. All right. Sorry about the sketchiness. The computer's running a little slow, but there you have it. So you have your little 3D text moving around with your water staying in one place. And then coming back to the position. there it is. There you have it. So you got your 3D text and maybe adding in some other elements. You learned how to pretty much control the different elements, whether you move by group. You make everything a group, group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your text, bringing your text in there and extruding it. There you have it. So just so you know that this will be a series of tutorials. So next tutorial, I'll show you how to bring in your 3D text and actually put it to work for you. All right, all right. Thanks a lot for viewing. This is Andre with Sad Pro Productions, and thank you. See you later.